Am I still in the green over there? Is there any? Yeah, there's no color scale, is there? Oh, that's color coded.
Yeah, so I'm green, you're orange, and then Charles is red.
You know, orange rhymes with orange.
It does. Because it doesn't really rhyme with anything else.
I guess
right?
that's
the old.
Yeah. No, thanks, orange.
Yeah.
You don't put bananas on bananas.
I don't.
Welcome, everyone, to Our Town Podcast. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, share if you can, and review if available. We'd love to hear from you, so comment below and tell us how we're doing. Don't forget to visit ourtownpodcast.com for all the links and join the members-only section of the website or sign up on Patreon. Now here are the boys of Our Town Podcast.
Yes.
We need some clapping sound effects or something. Well, welcome everybody to another exciting edition of Our Town Podcast.
Our Town.
Extraordinaire.
It's coming to you from the I Am Renton space here in beautiful, beautiful downtown Renton.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
Mr. Lawrence. And folks, don't forget to go eat at Whistle Stop Ale House.
That's delicious. Yep.
Check them out on
just a few days ago.
WhistleStopAlehouse.com. Yeah, we met there on Sunday. Had a delicious breakfast.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you,
great.
I had
that was good.
the eggs Benedict with ham, and you had the eggs Benedict with
the salmon.
Salmon. And Todd, you had the scramble of some sort, the meat lovers.
It was tasty.
So good. I'd eat there every day if I could.
Yeah, and then I went back, my buddy Robin and Naomi and Colleen and the kids, like Wednesday or... Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday.
For the birthday thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was
and folks, by the way, if you didn't know, Mike is turning 24 this week.
Yeah, they did a core sample.
This is the what anniversary of your 24th birthday?
Oh, man, a bunch.
Yeah.
Right?
I hit 50 and started going backwards, so
nice.
It works for me.
Nice.
So I'm in my 40s still, which is nice.
That is nice.
So happy birthday to you,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Thank you. Yep.
Yeah.
So comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them.
We got you a lovely gift.
Right.
You should open that up. See what it is. Wonder what it could be.
I think it's a pony. I think it's the zebra.
It's a Harley Davidson you've been asking for.
Yes. Yeah, and
It got run over, though.
are we gonna? Is it up to our town to go wrangle that zebra? Is it?
We might have to. That's a real thing, right?
I think the last one got on the ferry to Kingston or some shit. Oh, what is it?
Don't lose the little one.
Nice.
It went down. Oh yeah.
What is it? What is it, Mike? What is it?
Ruby Ghoulies born in the basement.
Nice.
They're great.
The intention with this, because I don't know if you have a ability to play the vinyl, but thought this would be a cool addition to our studio that you're building.
That's a great
at your
idea.
joint,
Yeah.
and we could put it up on the wall.
Yeah.
And maybe someday we'll get a record player and we'll listen to it.
You know we will.
We can always get one of those record players. We can get one of those record players you can hook up to a computer and you can rip them.
Yes.
Rip the audio.
I think I might have one of those somewhere.
You're the beast with 5 hands. 5 hands. 5 hands. It's so good.
I actually I've been rewatching.
That's original
sticker.
Kepi art there.
Kepi art.
Yeah, he's a dude. Yeah, no, he's very much.
I've been rewatching the Groovy Ghoulies cartoon recently too.
Oh, geez, where are you finding that?
I found it on the Internet Archive.
Oh, yes.
I have it. Yes. The Groovy Ghoulies.
A little bit different, but
Yeah, but still fun.
But still fun.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Misfits are very serious as far as the horror core go.
Right.
And the Cramps are just kind of crazy people.
They are
But they
crazy
rock.
people.
Don't get me wrong. Groovy Ghoulies are fun.
Yeah.
They're just fun.
And they're San Francisco.
I think Sacramento.
Sacramento, okay.
Yeah.
Well, kind of same.
Yeah, kind of same. No offense.
I'm surprised-
Yeah, they all just hang up.
I'm surprised they haven't gotten like a cease and desist from Warner Brothers, considering it's
Is it spelled differently? I don't know.
I think it might be because I think the Groovy
With a
Ghoulies
Y.
cartoon is Groovy is spelled with a Y.
Oh, there you go. So these guys are superior. They're using more letters. Way better.
It's like the green Jello or green. Is there now known as green jelly?
Because there's an I in groovy.
Yes.
Because whoever owns
GROVIEGHOULIE. It's a thing.
It is a thing.
Nice.
And he better, but my favorite singer who can take odd words and difficult, timed words in a song and fit them really well.
Yeah,
he can
so
fit.
it goes beyond sky, guy, fly.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. What's the lyric that John Fogerty came up with? Wondrous apparitions.
Oh,
and it's like what? And you work that into a song, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Fogerty.
Fogerty. Guys, tonight's safe word, if you are not feeling comfortable for any reason, just yell this out and we'll stop this here show. This is, I saw this was somebody defining what a Cybertruck is, and it's the Wank Panzer. Which basically means wank tank.
Oh, man.
I thought that was great. So if
I think
anybody's
they all
feeling
got
unsafe,
recalled, like all of them.
did they really?
Yeah.
For
the gas pedal would just suddenly do oddball shit. Because I'm sure that
In
it's just
autopilot, I'm sure.
onto a sensor, right? It's the modern thing. There's not a linkage or anything. I don't know.
That's funny.
That's crazy. Oh, that's right, because it would just, it probably just tells the computer to speed up or slow down or whatever.
Give
more
more,
juice. Huh.
Yeah, geez.
I don't know.
I still think it's funny that there is a car wash mode on the car, so it closes up any opening.
Oh, serious?
So it keeps it. And somebody found out that it has a car wash mode because they didn't turn it on before they gave it a car wash.
It didn't.
And now they have a very expensive brick.
No, because like the electronics got shorted out?
Yeah. So all the
Can't they
electronics
just dip it into a giant pool of rice? Let that just dry right out?
I think what they need to do is just get like a giant 50-gallon drum of Scotch Guard and just spray the fuck out of it.
Oh man, just dip it in walnut shells or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pressure, whatever they
I mean,
call
are
it.
they manufactured in the United States? I think they are.
I don't know.
I mean,
Probably not though.
I don't know.
No, it's manufactured in America, but just not the U.S.
Yeah. So now every time you see one, you have to go, hey, Wank Panzer. Wank Tank. It's the Wank Tank. Guys, a little bit of trivia for you. The Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne himself. You probably heard this story. He once saved one of Sharon Osbourne's, his wife's Pomeranian, from a coyote attack.
Wow.
He jumped on and tackled the wild animal because it had the little Pomeranian in its mouth, and he actually pulled it off, pulled it out of its mouth. Meanwhile, her Chihuahua Lulu was killed by coyotes that jumped over the fence in Beverly Hills. But I guess they're up against those hills, right? So
it's just North Hollywood.
Yeah. The Pomeranian's name was Pippi. I don't know if Pippi's still alive right now because that was a while ago. It was like 2003.
Those little dogs live a long time.
Yeah. Keep in mind, it's living at Ozzy's house.
Sure. Coyotes are smart as fuck, though, and they are predatory creatures.
I never watched that show, but I do remember seeing like stuff for it, and they had like 1 million dogs, right?
They had 5 dogs.
Yeah,
and they're all
that's
little.
a lot of dogs.
They're all
I've got
little dogs.
3, and that's enough.
They had little dogs, and they had a Pomeranian, they had a Chihuahua, and they had 3 other dogs. They're all different types of terriers or whatever.
Yeah. Although I would have a hard time saying no to more dogs. If I had the room for it.
A couple, maybe.
Give me more dogs.
I bought the first season on DVD because I really enjoyed watching the show, and they, instead of calling it subtitles, they called it the Aussie translator.
Oh my god.
Definitely need it because
Transcription.
You're all mad.
Annie's English, so it's got a couple strikes against him, but love Ozzy. Ozzy's a fun dude.
Yeah, when you watch it, you kind of realize he's not just a rock and roll god. He's a family man.
Yeah.
So
Wait, when was that? Is that the 90s? Or is that,
It was like mid-90s, I think.
oh, that's Will.
Mid
Hi, Will.
90s or was that early 2000s?
Maybe it was early 2000s. Either way, it was a long-ass time.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
He was
'Cause the
half
kids are
of
old
Mike's
now,
age.
right? Yeah. All right, not that long. Yeah.
So 12 years ago. Is that a buddy of yours?
Yeah, that's Will. But he's busy doing something.
Doing something. Nice. Guys, a piece of news that, speaking of music and rock and roll, just came over the wire before I headed down here. But rest in peace, Dwayne Eddy.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
86 years old, died of cancer.
Yeah, an amazing guitar player.
Amazing guitar player.
You've heard his music, probably
Yeah.
on
I didn't hear the name.
Dwayne Eddy.
Dwayne Eddy. I don't know who that is.
He did Rebel Rouser, which is probably his most famous song. He's the sort of the godfather of surf rock, and
Kind of
also
a
has
cowboy,
that
yeah.
twangy
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah.
So if you heard his twangy guitar,
I thought that was Dick Dale.
He's more surfy.
He's more surfy, but
Dwayne Eddy's, it's kind of cowboy,
it's kind of what a lot of
right?
everybody based it on, right? But he was listed as number 64, if you follow this or believe in it,
Right.
Rolling Stone's greatest guitarist, number 64 on the list. But I looked at his career, and he really he did all of his record releases like late 50s, early 60s, and by the 70s he didn't really release a lot, but he was doing a lot of producing and stuff. But the kid did well. He sold millions of records.
Yeah, and I remember seeing a quote. There was somebody had asked him what he felt his greatest contribution to rock and roll was, and he said, "Not singing."
Wow.
He had a sense of humor too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he played that Gresh, right? Or the
sure.
Gretsch,
Yeah.
the hollow
Big hollow
body.
body,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous guitar. So, boys, jumping into some other headlines. The big story this week is Gnome and her dog and the goat.
She was a shoo-in, I thought.
For vice
Yeah.
president.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. So Kristi Noem is the governor of South Dakota.
Yeah.
It's one of the Dakota. I think it's South Dakota. And she is putting out a memoir, which a lot of people do when they're considering higher office. They'll put out a book, right, to get them out
Showing
in
how
the...
good they are, how
so
regular they are.
She writes this passage in there, which I'm sure she thought was going to own the liberals and was going to show her as this tough, no-nonsense problem solver.
Oh, that woman. Okay, yeah, the dog. Right. Gotcha.
Shot her dog in a gravel pit because it became too aggressive. Instead of rehoming it, instead of more training.
The way I heard,
become problematic. I didn't hear anything about it being aggressive.
I didn't hear it was aggressive. I heard it was not working out as a hunting dog. It was not doing its job.
So she's come out several times since the story broke to try to defend herself, and every time she sinks it a little deeper.
Yeah.
So
Just dig herself a bigger hole.
It went after the neighbor's chickens, and it ruined a pheasant hunt.
It's not what I heard.
And it's like, okay, what's but you're gonna kill a dog because of that. And then it came out, and then she's trying to say, well, it went over and it killed a bunch of chickens. And when I tried to pull it off, it snipped at me, and that's why it's aggressive. And now it's like, oh, it was aggressive towards other family members. So she's trying to make it sound worse and worse as it goes
the
on.
first thing I heard was that she shot it because it just wasn't working as a hunting dog. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to. It wasn't doing what it was trained to do, and she's got annoyed with it and shot it.
So dumb, so bad.
Well, and there's a lot of things you can do in America, but people like their dogs.
People love their dogs.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Like he's
Have
like.
you not seen John Wick? Has she not seen John Wick?
Right? I mean, the guy goes on it killing 150 people because one asshole killed his dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it's some like 20-something-year-old asshole who's like the son of like a mafioso type, and he just like, I'm gonna kill your son.
Yeah,
He's
it's a
dick.
drag.
Yeah.
He stole my Mustang and he killed my puppy.
Yeah. I would think this is going to sink her, at least for the vice presidency. There's no way.
Well, the funny thing is, my mic's acting weird.
Mine's been acting weird too.
Yeah, that's a little.
It's a little.
Maybe drop the gain a little.
Yeah. Is that better?
Say
Can you
gain.
hear me now?
It's really bassy, right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like I'm inside of it.
Whoa, yeah.
There's so much gain I've climbed
So yes, I
inside.
am the game.
Maybe try adjusting a different angle.
I flipped it over to the other side.
There you go.
Well, that's right in the middle.
Yeah, it's in the middle. This is weird.
Yeah.
That's weird to be right here. All right, well, if it sounds better this way, we'll go
it
the
can't
weird way.
possibly.
But the funny thing is, you know who Kimberly Guilfoyle is, or Guilfoyle is, Junior's
Coked out
girlfriend.
old lady.
Yeah. So at the same day the news broke about Kirsty Nome killing this dog, she comes out with a children's book, no shit, called The Princess and the Puppy.
Oh, man. Well, I bet they didn't coordinate that.
When are you going to release the news that you shot your dog in the head? Like, fuck. But she also shot a goat that was apparently aggressive too. So she's a happy shooter. So I don't think I'd go over to her
I
house.
think Weird Al has a song about her. It's called Trigger Happy.
Yeah, that's probably true. Holy crap. Have you guys heard about sexsomnia?
No.
So this is
Probably something I'll never have.
Well, you might. It's a condition similar to sleepwalking, where with you're sleeping and you unconsciously or subconsciously do something sexual. So maybe you're aggressively masturbating in your sleep, or you're rolling over and humping your mate.
Is that
like
in your sleep? Wink, wink, or it's baby.
Well, that's what I keep telling my wife.
I'd like to know who is able to masturbate while they're sleeping.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I guess it's a condition. It's like sleep. Who's able to walk and sleep at the same time?
Is it a Pornhub
Wow.
category?
Somnia, Asian sleep somnia.
That sounds less real than the Neurospicy being the neurodivergent side of Pornhub. You know, just.
Neurospicy?
You know, I when I first heard the term, I thought it meant like, you know, neurodivergent porn, and I went looking to see what the hell that even meant. And what it turns out is just a nice, it's a less clinical way of saying neurodivergent, neurospicy. I legit thought it was like a Pornhub section. Like, I was like, can you imagine like Napoleon Dynamite trying to be all seductive, and he's getting his head stuck inside of his shirt. He's like,
well, it happens to the best of us. So I don't know. Geez, does that mean
it's a real disorder, and I guess it's, you know.
Maybe I'm so tired.
It sounds completely made up, but I think it's.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that it's happened to me, but.
And I wonder, because I don't know.
Nobody's complaining.
Sleep disorders are a thing, so.
Yeah. What's it called again? Because that's.
Sexsomnia.
Sexsomnia.
Instead of insomnia.
Yeah.
So you're like half asleep and you're like rubbing one out, or you're grinding on your pillow, you know?
On your pillow, or maybe you get up and you're, I don't know, playing with your nipples. I don't know what it is. Send us videos.
Is that like the clinical term for waking up with like morning wood?
No, because that's not the same as.
I mean,
then you're awake.
I mean, waking up with morning wood because you had a wet dream and you're like, oh, I'm sticky.
Jeez.
I don't know. That's been a while for me. Oh my God! Well, speaking of wet dream, George Santos.
Shit! Yeah,
our favorite cameo guy.
Yeah, not quite friend of the show.
Yeah. He back in the day when stuff started coming out about him, he was accused of being a drag queen, which for me is no big deal. Have fun.
No, he's also a con artist.
But he denied ever having been a drag queen. He now says he's reviving the drag queen persona, which is, I think, Kitara Ravage for cameo.
He did. I saw someone posted a video of his, you know, doing a cameo for somebody, and he's as the drag queen. And I'm like, oh my God.
Fucking own it, dude. If that's what you want. I mean, who cares?
Or is he just jumping on a different bandwagon? But
he's trying to make money.
Yeah.
He's trying to make money.
You don't say.
Right.
But that also means that previously, when he was running for Congress, he was lying.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Charles, I think it's this side of the mic that is clean.
I don't know what's going on with this thing.
Well, because every time he did this, it got really deep sounding. So, yeah.
It's deep. Videos are only $350
Only.
to have
Hey,
made.
that's
That's not
That's
a bargain.
too much.
a bargain considering you can get one from used to be a dude who was on the Wheaties box. Caitlyn Jenner. Jenner charges $3,000 for it.
Oh, I would sure
Oh,
think.
geez,
yeah. But Caitlin's almost A-lister, right? It's
But I think-
George Santos is not in the same orbit.
Legitimately, I think she does that because she doesn't want to do them. She's like, I'm gonna charge $3,000 if you're gonna pony up $3,000, I'll do it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, well, fuck. I mean, that's like 5 minutes of your time
Yeah,
for
that's
$3
not a
grand.
terrible gig.
And all you have to do is record
Yeah,
a stupid
at home.
video on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess what, it's not dignified? Yeah.
I think she doesn't want to be sitting there all day doing cameos, because I think some of the people that I follow that do cameos, they spend all day recording response videos.
Because they have a decent price.
A decent price, and they have a good sized following. So and I figure it's $350. That's what Michael Rosenbaum does for his $300.
You mean Lex Luthor?
That's the one, and
Sorry, Mr. Luthor. Sorry.
Mr. Luthor.
Nice.
I don't know. Jeez, but still, when his prices come down.
Well,
But then the Flash is going to be gone. It was only funny like after he got fired, basically.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Anything to make a buck.
There'll be some other dumb that we can try to pay $50 to give us a promo.
Well, speaking of whistles, Pauly Shore has been trying to make a Richard Simmons movie.
He did
biography.
He did like a short video to show that he could do it.
Yeah.
And,
They do
He
look a
has
lot
Richard Simmons.
alike.
Sure, but Paulie's also 60.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Can he really dance to the oldies? Can he?
Well, I mean, Richard Simmons always seemed, because we were younger when he was on TV all the time, but he always seemed older.
I thought so,
don't
too.
know.
he's got to be in his 70s or 80s.
Oh, he's got it.
What a friggin' joyful person he was, though,
Right,
or
and
is.
he was recovering his health, right? Because he'd
I
been
think
in
so.
bad health.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So,
I think
and
the last time I saw him in anything, he did that Bob Rivers Twisted Tune.
Oh, did he perform on that?
He
Oh,
did
nice.
the most fattening time of year. It's the most fattening time of the year.
Ah,
Oh, come on, people, let's do it. We're gonna just wait.
I mean, his message was just move, which is a great
yeah.
message. It's just get up and move.
Get off your ass and move.
yeah, I mean, he's a delight.
He's
right?
a delight.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a bit much for me, but for a short
Sure.
intervals.
Yeah, I'm
The
not gonna
first
do a
time I
90-minute
ever saw
film.
him, he was on the Howard Stern TV show back in the 90s, and Howard Stern was trying to make him put on like a wig and give him like a goatee or beard or something, and, and start acting butch. And he's like, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it." So funny.
Yeah. So Richard Simmons is like, I don't need a movie of me. I don't authorize this. I'm not into it. Please stop. But Pauly Shore seems dead set on getting this thing
And
done.
can you, if you're still alive, so it's not your estate deciding, can a person say, no, you cannot make a biopic
I don't
about
know.
me?
I guess you could sue for defamation if there's something,
To it, right?
To it, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure I'm trying to think of an unauthorized biopic.
There's been a number of unauthorized biopics. There's the most recent one I saw was it was a biopic about Full House, and it was about like the behind the scenes stuff that was going on while they were recording that show.
Oh, was Bob still alive?
Well, I mean, the biopic had none of the actual actors in it.
No, just was he still alive?
Yeah, that was back before he died and whatnot. So that came out like 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
I don't think it's automatic.
that's the only risk you run. Then is just if you present somebody negatively,
and in such a way that they have grounds for us.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you could, if you're going to do a Stalin, documentary $69.
We should do a
You're not gonna, candy coat it, I mean, it's only
A
69.
reenactment.
I think it was on Amazon Prime Video if you want to see it. But there was also another one that I watched. It was the biopic about Mork and Mindy. So it was about how Robin got the job and how it just kind of, because it was just a one-off appearance on Happy Days, and then people were like, more of that weird guy, and they rolled that character into another show, and then
Who had the stones to attempt to be Robin Williams on it?
I didn't recognize any of the actors on it.
Because
And he actually did a really good job of being Robin Williams. It wasn't one of those, how when you watch a biopic of somebody and they get an actor who looks nothing like the original actor, and on top of that, they don't really embody the character of who they're doing. This guy, he didn't really look like Robin, but he did the impression really well. It wasn't over the top like but he did some of that, but it wasn't like the entire movie, And it was kind of a sad story, to be perfectly honest, because it talked about his addiction with cocaine and stuff, and how it basically the show ended because his addiction became too much.
Bummer.
Yeah, that's too bad. But it launched a fantastic movie career, too.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. No, he did fine. I mean, he's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, and speaking of other weasels, Russell Brand, I don't know if you read this, is planning to get baptized.
Yeah.
And quote unquote, leave the past behind. This just comes a few months after he's been accused of a whole bunch of sexual misconduct stuff.
And he is a 12-step alcoholism. He's also 12-step sex addiction too. So unless he's really working his 12-step whatever, I don't see that being a thing. But
I don't know. I think he's trying to. For me, it's probably he's trying to repair his image. Is my guess.
Yeah, he's trying to do that, but he's also. about. Right at the beginning of when the whole QAnon thing became a thing, he fell deep into that, and he also believes the flat Earth theory and all this other shit. I'm like, oh wow, he is bonkers.
Is he being charged for?
Not yet, but this stuff is just coming out, and I don't know if it's chargeable. It's stuff where he made comments and he maybe exposed him. So I don't know what it was, but there's
he was married to Katy Perry for a while.
Yeah,
and they broke up and divorced.
And she's come out and kind of confirmed a little bit of what these people are saying. She hasn't come out and said, "Yep, that's all true," but she's like, "I kind of told you,"
She's my secret crush, by the way.
Katy Perry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just phenomenally gorgeous.
Yeah. Silly.
And talented.
Yeah, for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's no Kathy Goulding.
No, well,
but,
yeah. So, I mean, best of luck to Russell Brand. I think the only thing I ever liked him in was that Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That was my introduction to him, and I really hated his character.
Did you
absolutely?
I thought he did a good job with it. I couldn't stand the character he was playing, but I think he did. But that was what was necessary for that role.
What's really wild is that's really not a character he's playing.
He's playing himself.
Or he's divorced from
that is the unfiltered Russell Brand.
Yeah, I believe
is what that is.
Yeah.
And
I really don't know anything about that guy.
He did a remake of Arthur, which I actually enjoyed. I generally don't like him as an actor because all the characters are really obnoxious and very of course, I'm always forgetting the damn word. Narcissistic. He's very narcissistic, and it just in general bothers me. But his version of that movie was really well done, I thought. And him as a person, he's a garbage human being.
I don't think I've seen Arthur since the Dudley Moore when it came out.
Yeah.
Sir John Gielgud.
That and trying to tune in on the cable with the squiggly line turning 10.
Nice.
Right?
No, in the remake, his butler is Helen Mirren.
Oh, man.
Geez.
So,
Dame Helen.
Yeah.
Who, a friend of the show.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. But yeah, no, and there's quite a few scenes in there were absolutely hysterical. And that's like the first time I've watched a movie with him in it, and it didn't make me want to turn it off. Forgetting Star Marshall, his character I can always skip past. I didn't really care for his character. But yeah, and the Get Him to the Greek, which was a spin-off movie, it's not really a sequel, but it's the same character, same person, and that was kind of funny. But just in general, I don't really care for him.
All right. Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. I think I mentioned this maybe a show ago or maybe a couple shows ago, but that Kanye West or Yeezy, whatever his name is, was going to create a porn site.
Oh, geez.
And it sounds like it's even more of a thing that's happening. Yeezy porn is going to be an adult entertainment site. He has reported to be working with Stormy Daniels.
Or maybe I'll call himself Sleazy.
I don't
Sleazy
know.
Yee.
Conceivably, that's just a money machine. Right?
I would think so.
I mean, he's one of the richest human beings on the planet.
Well, he was.
Oh.
He lost all of his Adidas money.
Oh, that's right.
And a bunch of other stuff because of all the anti-Semitic stuff.
And didn't he marry into the Kardashians?
Yeah,
he married Kim Kardashian, and he gave her Northwest. That's their child.
But
is that the only kid
who was the one?
They have one other.
They
I think
were
there's two
both
kids total.
astoundingly wealthy, right? Unless that's all image, I really don't know.
Well,
Because
it
neither
could
of
be
them
that
are
they
really in
signed
my orbit,
a premarital agreement where they don't, sharing each other's. But at the time, he was probably richer than her because he had the music stuff, the producing, and he had the Adidas stuff and all that crap.
He did right before he hooked up with her. It was when he did the "She's a Gold Digger" song, and okay, is he talking about Kim?
But he's astoundingly wealthy from what I understand.
And I think he was relatively normal before his mom passed, but I think once his mom passed, he may have stopped taking his psych meds because he's bipolar.
So, certainly has more money than all of us combined. So,
but only right now, because when you subscribe and like and subscribe and go to our Patreon, you can bring us closer to that Kanye money.
that would be
I definitely wouldn't mind being Kanye rich.
I mean, as
I
they
could do
say,
a lot of
sure,
good.
it's stressful, but I don't see how you couldn't do a lot of good. Or you know what I mean, or at least set the momentum towards goodness.
Heck yeah.
I should set up a sub domain for it. So just patreon.ourtownpod.com. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Easy porn.
So this is what Stormy Daniels' ex-husband, Stormy Daniels, is caught up in that whole Trump trial that's going on right now. Her ex-husband, I think, was a porn producer, but he's quoted as saying this is going to be like nothing we've seen before. But
so guys with 3 dicks.
Maybe. But Kanye's also come out and said, and this was one of the reasons his marriage broke up, was that he has a porn addiction. So Kanye.
Oh.
So it's a little strange that he would go this route.
He's like, oh yeah.
I know what they like. I know what they really like.
I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't.
It's all about step siblings and step moms. And
Big booty bitches, yo.
don't get that shit at all. But
I don't know. I'm not here to kink shame, except for you.
Oh, you know what? He's definitely going to be doing gay fish porn.
what is gay fish porn?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. No, South Park did a whole episode poking fun at Kanye West, or where they said they did this really dumb street joke. It's like, do you like fish sticks? Yeah. Do you like putting fish sticks in your mouth? Of course. Then you're a gay fish.
Oh God!
It was a dumb joke.
I mean, that's a grade school joke.
It is,
And the dysfunctional grade school joke.
The thing is though, like in the episode, like Kanye West didn't get the joke and was like, "I'm not a gay fish. What are you talking about?" And so the whole thing was about him just
Does
not
your mom make you fish sticks?
do it a dumb joke like that, and him not getting it. And at the same time of him saying he's a genius.
Man.
And he doesn't get a dumb joke like that.
Well, geez, sure. Would Einstein have gotten that joke? He'd be like, knee slapper.
Einstein definitely would have understood the joke, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of Kanye West, he had a contentious relationship with the lady that now has her 14th number one album, Taylor Swift. The Swifties out there.
I'm going to let you finish.
Every song on her album is in the Hot 100 charts, including the entire
Good for her.
top 14 songs.
Yeah.
No.
Amazing.
Did you guys see the when he interrupted her receiving her award?
Way back in the day.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna let you finish, but so and so had the best album of all time.
Do like Beyonce should have got it or something.
Yeah, he
That's
said
what
Beyonce had the best album of all time.
He was working with what's his face at the time, right? Beyonce's husband.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
But that's
Taylor.
a pretty astounding feat, right? Did the Beatles do that? Did anybody else do that?
Nobody's ever done that.
Wow.
And I think she's tied. She's got the most solo number one albums or something like that. But it's just amazing that every song on the album.
Bob Dylan's rolling over in
And
his
she's
grave.
got the top 14 is all the
She
time.
also re-recorded all of her music, so it's now
so
heard.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
And this is a new record.
This is a
though?
brand new
I don't
record.
know.
It's a double album that came out a couple of weeks ago.
Jeez Louise.
And
I write one song a year and I'm all proud of myself. It's a barn burner, people. Nobody cares.
I knew maybe one or two of his songs, and he was okay. I wouldn't agree that he was like a genius or anything, but he kept saying, "I am a genius." That's why people like me. They're like, no, I don't think that's why they like you. I'm thinking back about all the musical geniuses in my lifetime, and not one of them has ever been like, I'm a musical genius. That's why you all love me, except for maybe the Beatles saying that they're hotter than Jesus. But that was
Yeah, and I think that was misquoted. We're bigger than Jesus. or
he
whatever.
did say that.
Yeah, did he really?
It was on camera.
Oh, geez, bummer, because that's dumb.
That's a dumb statement.
I mean,
People, and I've said this before, and myself very much included, if you say a million words, sooner or later something dumb is popping out. It's just a roll of the dice.
It was at a press conference, and it was just in the moment, and at that point in time,
Jesus.
at that point in time, they legitimately were bigger than Jesus.
And in their defense, Jesus wasn't a big deal until after the fact, really. You know what I mean? He had some local following.
Yeah, I mean,
he was like Alice in Chains when they were Diamond Live.
He did have like a number one book, but it was not into music. But I don't know. But they never said anything like, we are geniuses, you must love us. And that's kind of what he's always been doing. He's like, I'm a genius, you should love what I do, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't have to. That kind of that really turned me off on his music.
Man. Well, Mike's home away from home is a couple of dive bars that he hangs out at. And what do you find at dive bars? You find Rainier beer.
Rainier Tall Boys.
But not right now, because there is a big Rainier beer shortage. Rainier beer is a huge brand here in beautiful Seattle area.
Yeah.
Puget Sound area.
Pacific Northwest,
we all grew up with the commercials and stuff.
Just driving around by Sunny Jim and Rainier.
Exactly. So when Rainier went sort of out of business, Pabst bought them and started brewing them. The problem is that nobody really knows what the shortage is. And so there's a bunch of dive bars that can't. You okay over there?
I don't know what fell, but something fell.
But you can't get like kegs of Rainier beer right now. It's just really bizarre.
I don't see Rainier on tap. I don't look for it.
Yeah,
but is Rainier on tap a lot?
I don't know. I always thought it was just the high boys.
And when they ship it, does it all get canned in LA then, or do they ship in large quantities and then it gets canned and bottled somewhere else?
No, I would think that they would.
I would think they would ship it that way. Yeah, beats me. I see. Geez, I'll ask next time I'm.
Find out what the deal is. My dad was a big Rainier. He was a big Rhinelander, which was brewed at the same Rainier brewery back in the day. You remember the little Rhinelander bottles?
Yeah, little barrels.
Yeah, the little barrels.
And it was like 1% alcohol because you could drink them all day.
Yeah, you could just pound a 12-pack and not even feel it. But then Rainier was sort of his second choice when he couldn't get the Rhinelander. But
I don't even know if Rainier came came in bottles in my lifetime.
I don't remember it.
Remember Rainier?
Oh, I do remember bottles.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
I remember
They had more of a
Rainier
long
cans.
neck.
Well, okay.
But Rainier cans for sure.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember driving by the Rainier plant my whole life,
and
right?
smelling it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It was pretty
Yeah.
cool. I don't know. I don't drink Rainier. I don't drink beer that often, but I would enjoy a Rainier once in a while. But I can't right now.
Yeah,
Jeez.
jeez.
They do say that estimates by Beer Marketer, which is a tracker of beer, that in 2023 they made 165,000 barrels of Rainier beer, which sounds massive.
It does to
Unless
me.
the barrels are
Yeah.
small.
I don't know.
For the Lilliputian market.
So would you say that the Rainier is kind of like the local version of Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Yeah, I would say so.
It's like
that.
Or
cheap-
Shinerbach, or
Cheap
we
beer.
had Olympia.
Olympia, Hams. We had a bunch of local beers at one point.
Yeah.
But, what else? Yeah, those were in Tumwater.
Yeah.
Geez. Yeah, I would think, right? And Pabst is
so.
from where, originally?
I don't know.
Isn't it the Midwest?
I feel like.
a Wisconsin.
That's
thing.
just like A1 steak sauce. It's like, Pabst, you won one fucking thing once, like 150 years ago, and you're like, it's a blue ribbon winner right here.
You know what it is?
Back in 1892.
Yeah.
You know what it is? They got a participation ribbon 100 years ago.
That's what it
I'm
is.
like, look, I got a blue ribbon. I got a blue ribbon. I got a blue ribbon.
People love the PBR, though.
People love the
They do.
PBR for sure.
I think it's because it's cheap and then it gets you fucked up.
Yeah, I'm right. I mean, those are two pluses.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Well, we were talking about the one and only Robin Williams a little bit ago. Did you guys hear? Just came out that they're talking about doing a new live-action Popeye movie.
Hi, ladies. Thank you for stopping by.
Stop by anytime.
I think they're from the hair salon place. Hair college. Not barber college.
Where is that?
Beautician school.
Oh, down by where Value Village used to be.
By Dollar General.
Dollar General. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about a new Popeye live-action movie?
I think it'd be.
geez.
I think it'd be great because I used to love Popeye when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they were actually trying to do an animated movie, and I think it got production stopped because of the pandemic. But and it was going to be done by DreamWorks Animation, I think.
Whoa.
Well,
I don't know.
Heavy hitter.
I don't think it's a necessary thing, but
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm not
hate
against
on
it. Yeah.
Who would you have as Popeye?
I don't know because
Would
Robin Williams.
Would it be
Who's
like
the
an
guy who
unknown?
played Rorschach.
Oh yeah.
Not Haley Joel Osment. No.
Kelly from the Brad News Bears.
Because he's, he looks.
something Kelly. Is
Yeah.
it William Kelly or
Oh,
something?
I don't remember. But anyway,
Yeah.
because you don't have to have the four.
But you gotta have that.
They're gonna do what they did with Robin, which is like put on lots of
Oh, it's so good.
prosthetic
So
stuff.
good. And the old Popeye cartoons, he's living in a crazy world.
He really.
So he's just trying to work,
I would gladly pay you.
I gladly pay you Tuesday for a
people
hamburger
trying to duck
today.
his old lady with every step. You know what I mean? It's like,
Until Brutus.
I think it's Bluto.
Bluto.
And
Bluto.
then, yeah.
It was
Steel.
Brutus for a while, then it became Bluto.
Yeah. Steal it.
But
Yeah.
would they?
Versus One Punch Man.
I actually think there is an animated thing where they did that. I think, but no. Would you think that they would update the whole like spinach thing? Would it be kale now or?
Nice. Free range kale.
yeah, you got to worry about the E. coli in the spinach,
Oh,
right?
man.
But you could get like Dave Bautista to play the Bluto character.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
Oh, dude, I can totally see Batista doing that.
He's big money now. Unless this is a big budget film.
I don't know.
Because he
They
was
haven't
in Dune,
picked
so
a-
he's a $25 million.
So,
Yeah.
how about Ken from the Barbie movie? How about him playing Popeye?
Oh. He did a good Beavis recently.
Oh my God, that is so goddamn funny.
The Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that video clip of Heidi Gardner like
Just
turning around
dying.
and
She
just like?
can't deal with it.
She
It's
just
so good.
cannot hold it.
Yeah, she can't deal
Well,
with it.
the thing is,
It's
she didn't see Mikey Day in the makeup before.
Oh my God.
Because in the dress rehearsal, he didn't have the makeup on, so he didn't have
They didn't have the lip thing.
the exposed gums. And when she turned around to say something, she just started cracking up.
Yeah.
She could not.
Lost it. The bit was not great. I wish they would have done the actual characters, but they were like, "Yeah, my name's
Yeah.
Bob
I
or
just
whatever."
happen to look like
I
Beavis
just
and
happen to
Butthead,
look-
yeah.
I wish they would
I
have
thought
done more of
I
that.
thought that was really funny, honestly. But
Yeah, he's like, I'm a very busy person.
Yeah.
I don't know the show you're speaking of. I'm a very busy person.
he's like, I don't know.
t-shirt.
He's like, I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask you anymore. How long have you guys known each other?
yeah, we just
We just met.
Hi, how's it going? My name.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny, but I definitely people are like tagging Mike Judge on social media. Please make this a live action thing. We want to see
man.
Beavis and Butthead in the real world.
Sure, but is that? I mean, with Ryan Gosling's got to be $40 million a movie now. 50? He was just in $1 billion movie.
He's got a movie coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fall Guy, right?
Fall Guy, and I'm definitely gonna go see it because
sure.
I heard a rumor, and spoiler alert, folks, Lee Majors has got a
Oh, that
cameo.
would be great.
Nice.
Right on.
Because he and what's her face are both going to be at SummerCon, right?
No, the Puyallup Fairgrounds is having like a toy convention thing.
Oh, they're going to be at that.
They're gonna be at that.
Jeez, we need
Jamie
to get our,
Summers.
oh no way.
Lindsay Wagner, yeah.
Wagner.
Oh,
They're
shucks.
Both
gonna
her
be-
and
Yeah,
Lee
who's
Majors.
got one of the action figures, man? We gotta
I
get
know.
action. Maybe we could bring in the friend of the show, Jesse the Body Ventura's doll, and pretend. maybe
See if they can.
Do you
sign
still
it
have
to
your?
I don't, man.
$6
That's been
million
gone a long time.
I used to have it too, and I even looked it up because I remember having it, but I don't remember exactly what it looked like. But he had like the command center that was like an inflatable dome, and I don't remember it being inflatable. I just remember it being cardboard. And
Yeah, I
stuff.
remember being inflatable. Huh.
Yeah, I just remember you could look through the eye and pretend
Yes.
like the bionic.
They actually had that on display at the Sci-Fi Museum at the Museum of Pop Culture before it was called that. It was, back then it was
All
still
right, Jesse
the
the Body versus.
Lee Majors. Yeah, no, I think Jesse in his prime would whoop on Lee Majors.
Yeah, but not the Bionic Man.
Not the Bionic.
He's got one bionic leg.
Bionic Man took on Sasquatch.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
That was Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Did not know
The
that.
first time
That
it was
totally
anyway.
makes sense.
The first time they saw the Sasquatch, he was Andre the Giant. Second time, it was Dirk Durak who played Swamp Thing.
Sure. With Adrian Barbeau. Oh,
Yeah, such a great movie.
It's great.
sweat.
Adrian
Speaking
Barbeau
of,
is the voice of Catwoman.
Live action remakes. Netflix has greenlit a live action Scooby Doo TV series.
No.
Oh God, yes.
Any word on who's
Not
starring
much,
in it?
no, nothing else on that. They're still
It's gonna be
working it out. But
as much as I would love to see Matthew Lillard come back and
Yes.
play him again, he's too old to play a teenage kid.
Yes, but hopefully he can pop in. Maybe Shaggy's dad, or
yeah.
maybe this will be a new
Well,
generation or something. So,
in the-
because he's just a hoot.
In the series that came out, I think 2012, it was called Mystery Incorporated. It wasn't called Scooby Doo. It was called it was Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. In that one, it was the first time that Matthew Lillard did the voice of Shaggy in animation, and Casey Kasem played his dad. So that would be cool if they, in this new series, if he plays like Norval's dad.
I'll call Netflix.
well, the series is the brainchild of producer Greg Berlanti.
Berlanti. He's the one who did the Arrowverse.
Arrowverse and Sabrina, the new adventure, the chilling adventures of Sabrina.
Yeah,
also on
great
Netflix,
show.
Oh, geez, there you go.
Yeah, so he's got some chops to
Are
do
both
it.
those Netflix programs? What was that?
Netflix, yeah. Yeah.
Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina was a Netflix series, and yeah, I couldn't remember he was part of it. He also, I think, did
Oh,
the.
Arrowverse was CW.
He also did the Riverdale on CW, as well as all the DC programs.
So he's got some good chops.
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually,
and he's showrunner or whatever. Producer.
I think they tried to tap him to be like the lead or the head of DC Studios, and he was like, "No, I'm good.
I got Scooby Doo to do."
I mean, he did for a decade much better than what DC or Warner Bros. Was doing with the movies.
Oh,
because the movies were all like, but the TV shows were fantastic.
Yeah.
And very popular.
Very popular, yeah.
Well, a little bit of Renton news for you guys. Renton here has decided not to do an annual 4th of July fireworks show.
They're going to have a drone show, aren't they?
They have a drone show, but it's not going to be on the 4th of July. It's actually going to be on July 26th.
Why?
It's going to kick off the 39th annual Renton River Days.
Okay, that's why.
This here podcast will be a part of in the parade in one way or another. We will be in that parade route.
Whether they like
handing out candy and stickers. What kind of candy should we hand out?
Jeez, I know. Should we go top dollar or should we go?
I don't think we should do chocolate because it'll probably be hot.
Right?
Yeah. I think we should just go with the was it Brahms or the
like the hard candies?
The loose candy, you scoop all the things into the bag.
Oh.
Remember that? Remember those in Safeway and Albertsons back in the day?
We could do that, or we could do some kind of like cheap lollipop, like a pop.
Like Dum-Dums?
Dum-Dums.
How about all random Dum-Dums?
Dude, you know what?
The quest of the Mysterio Dum-Dum.
Get the
or cat hair.
Get the
prefer the cat.
Oh, man. The one.
The Tootsie Pops.
Tootsie Roll Pops.
Those are Cadillac.
Yeah.
They're not a cash and carry though. We could.
Yeah, but you could get big bags.
You guys should call us and tell us what your preferred candy is.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll eyeball for you.
That's what
remember, we have to walk up to you gently, handing it to you in a slowly.
How do we make sure everybody gets a candy and a sticker?
Well, the way that Brian had it done for the Comic-Con they had here in Renton is he would have a flyer with a bag of candy, like a dollar store bag of candy, and he'd stapled them together.
We should just have a flyer that says litter is bad, and we'll see how many of them end up just flying around on the street.
I think we should make a flyer that has like the QR code to find where you can listen to the podcast, and then the candy or whatever.
Which he did with those cool business cards.
Yeah, we can't hand those out, though. But we should do a little. I think we could some little business cards.
We could reprogram We could reprogram those. Yeah, and a stack of those was not that expensive.
Yeah.
And for you, our parade goers, no expense.
No expense.
We'll be spared.
We'll run out of them by the time we get to
half a block in. We're just
Boona Coffee. We're done. We're done. If you know where that is. Do people line up past here?
No, they usually stop. It stops on the other side of the street over there.
Okay, and then everybody just heads to the park. It's over. Nice.
Yeah, I did it last year.
Yeah, this will be closed. That chunk of Hauser or whatever will be closed.
I walked it last year with King Con Northwest, and then the year before I walked with the local LGBTQ, the Renton LGBTQ group. And,
should we ask any cute kids to be with us?
I've got a couple.
All right.
I've got a couple that want to hand out candy, but they want to drive in their little Barbie Jeep too and do donuts and stuff.
Yes.
So that might be kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
As long as we don't have to tow it after it dies halfway down there.
Should it be a Furiosa Barbie car?
Oh my God, that would be amazing. She's dressed up as Furiosa.
And have a Hot Rodders of the Apocalypse.
Spikes.
Nice. Yeah.
We call her Daisy. Yeah, dude, what if I never left my character? What if I stayed in character?
Golly.
I know.
Golly, Mike.
Half Sondadon and
half weird southern Sondadon accent. What the fuck is happening?
Nice.
It'll be worth it, people.
Yeah.
Oh, and Chris is getting his pickup truck running, and it's like one or two pieces away from running again. It's like, hey, what are you doing during these River Days parade? Are you going to be standing out there? Are you going to be walking down with the kid? And he's like, you want to use the truck or something? It's like if it's running by then, yeah, it'd be great.
Would he drive and then we could just hop in, walk around,
have the tailgate down and just hop up on
Are we not
it?
going to do the scooter?
Well, yeah, I was thinking have the scooters and
Or we could use the pickup to go pick up 3 scooters in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
Can we lift them up into the back of a truck, or are they heavy?
the mobility scooter is about 100 pounds or so,
Oh, so
and then the
two
other
of us
ones
could
are probably not as heavy, but still not light. Because it sounds like the other ones are they're like the Razor type scooters, but they're bigger, they're wider,
Yeah.
and they have a seat. They have a
right?
seat on them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it'll
So,
be
I
fun.
mean,
I don't know what
Yeah.
we could use.
we'll have to figure out the little
Yeah.
flag though.
Yeah, we could get
I should
like
get
our
a
town
ball cap with
pounded.
a spinner. Brrrr. They still make those somewhere?
yeah, probably.
Friend of the show, Sarah, who was our Princess Leia.
Oh, yeah.
She gave me one of those hard hats with the drink thing.
I was just thinking about those.
Straws coming down, so I've got that somewhere. Sarah, I've still got it, I promise you. It's somewhere in the house. Yeah, but I could just put a little windmill thing
my
on
God.
top of that. Holy crap. So, so no fireworks show here in Renton, which my dogs will very much appreciate.
Yeah,
That's
well,
not going
that's
to
very
not going to stop the residents of Brenton from doing
I
their own
bet the
fireworks.
residents will slow it down, though, because I know even unincorporated King County, those who go crazy do, but it's way less than it used to be. I think
Oh,
they
yeah.
really are, for better or for worse, they're falling out of favor.
Dude, I saw that post on on the I Love Renton Facebook group, and a bunch of people are like, well, why are we not doing that just because somebody's dog is not happy about the fireworks? It's so stupid. It's like, you are such a prick, man. Come on.
I just think that times are moving on from them. So
You know,
for right now,
it's-
maybe someday people won't.
And I was like, do you actually go down to Coulon Park every year to watch the fireworks, or do you just sit at home and like light off, lady
You can see
fingers,
from my deck really good.
lady fingers
So
and
that was
M80s and stuff?
definitely a perk. I wonder if did they say if the drone show is also going to be at Coulon? Did they say? Or?
Well, it's kicking off the River Days, so I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't see
Because
where
we
it was
had
going
the
to be.
drone show
For the New
outside
Year's
the
life.
theater. Was that what
For
that
New
was?
Year's at the
Yeah.
Space Needle.
At the Space
Oh
Needle.
no!
And it was
No,
pretty
but we
cool.
did in Renton also,
really?
right across from the theater.
Oh, was there? I didn't see
Oh
it.
yeah, no, it was a thing.
Down the street?
Yes, I just can't remember
that
what
lot?
yeah.
Where Big Five used to be?
Yes.
Wow.
I just can't remember if that was for River Days or if that was for something else.
That
I
seems
can't
like an
remember
odd
what.
place to have it.
I think it was probably, if it wasn't River Days, it was probably like the 4th of July or even like
Yeah,
New Year's or
like
something.
that,
'Cause
yeah.
Man.
I don't think it was.
last year's New Year's thing with the fireworks was so bad because you couldn't see nothing. It was all smoke.
Yeah.
And just huge plumes of smoke coming off the Space Needle, and you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, there was like a big, you really couldn't see.
And then on top of because it was like going off, but it was just massive amounts of smoke, so you couldn't see any of the lights. It was all muted. You could see lights were there, but it was all muted, so it was all like white with little bits of red and pink and green.
You get the weird Harkonnen ones.
Yeah.
The ink blot. looking one.
And then they had they had a drone show, which was like, I don't even know how many drones they had, but it was like the most rudimentary like designs, and it was like it looked like
Here's a Pythagorean triangle.
it looked like someone was trying to do like 8-bit art, and
Sure.
they weren't very good at it.
It's a sketch. Look at this shit. Yeah.
Wait.
Because the fireworks are getting more
Side.
Don't shake it. Oh.
Hey, Mom, can you?
Also, we're buying, and not to say we don't buy everything from China, but I imagine all that shit's coming from China, right?
sure,
So,
yeah.
should our municipalities be spending money? in
Drones
China?
are going to turn on us. And
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Where do I think the
They're gonna-
drones are made? I was thinking fireworks made in China, but where do you think the drones are?
They're gonna those dogs with the flamethrowers are gonna show up.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the link that I shared about the dogs?
those are
Yeah,
cool.
they are. I know that was like their promo, but I want one. I just find it hard to believe that they behave as well as they showed in the video or whatever, but for like 10 grand,
Man, I would, for that price, they better work 100% of the time.
I think that's really cheap. Actually,
Can you imagine with the controller if it's like VR? Because I've been having trouble with my Oculus set. My controls have decided recently that they do not want to work when I tell them to, but then they'll work whenever I tell them not to. So randomly, my character will just run off and and I'm like, no, and going back, and it keeps like, as soon as I would go the joystick,
burning down your neighbor's house.
It runs across the world I'm in.
Yeah, I guess you're right. With an avatar, it's annoying. With the flame-throwing robot dog, it's just downright, unneighborly.
Mike, your dog just burned all my wife's roses.
You're like, no, this seems legit. Skynet said these are great. I'm like, what? Skynet? Excuse me?
Oh my God. Well, boys, as we're off to do at the first show of the month, we talk about the movies that are coming out this month.
Oh, yes.
And some of these are already out today, back in the future, if you guys are watching this when this comes out. But as we're recording, first one is The Idea of You, which has the only person I really recognize, Anne Hathaway and Gabrielle Union, both sort of our age, a little bit younger, great actors. This is about a 40-year-old single mom who begins an unexpected romance with a 24-year-old young man. A little cougar action, I think.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway's just withering away in her elder years.
This is on Prime, Amazon Prime video, and it's getting a 91%
nice.
Rotten Tomatoes.
So.
I never paid attention.
She's a triple threat, right? Doesn't she sing, dance, the whole?
I don't know.
She was in Les Miserables.
Oh, that's right. She didn't she get an Oscar nomination?
Yeah, Les Miserables.
She had like an Oscar nod for that.
I think she might have.
Yeah,
I don't know, was it a musical?
It was.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was all right.
Next one.
I preferred in the original Klingon.
Coming out today is Turtles All the Way Down. This is about a 16-year-old high school girl with obsessive compulsive disorder who's trying to solve the mystery of a fugitive billionaire. Along with her friend Daisy, she sets out to try to claim a $100,000 reward. This is based on a young adult novel, so I haven't heard anything about it, but it comes out today, right now. Johnny Depp is back on the big screen, and this one is called Jean Dubarry, I think.
That was well done.
Is it? Okay, good. He plays King Louis XV, and there's a gal named Janine or something like that. It's love at first sight between the king and this courtesan.
I believe it's Jenny Dubarry.
Whatever. The king rediscovers his taste for life, so much so that he can no longer do without her and decides to make her his official favorite.
Wow.
It's a French period piece, and I know, Todd, you don't put too much stock in this, but Rotten Tomatoes is giving it a 45%. And this is...
that's not good.
So that's based on the screenings or screen tests?
It's a whole bunch of different... Whatever critic has watched it that's on Rotten Tomatoes can post, but a lot of the people that are on Rotten Tomatoes, it's not like Rolling Stone or Seattle Times or New York Times or something like that. Somebody, I don't know how you get to be on Rotten Tomatoes as a...
I'm mad that they haven't called us.
You have to shit on a lot of movies. I think is how it works.
You got to have good press.
Man.
Well, geez.
But I mean, it's good to see Depp, I guess, back on the big screen.
Yeah, is this his first since the...
I think his first big...
And was that a criminal trial?
No.
That was a civil trial.
It was civil,
Or uncivil.
Maybe Amber Heard will get on Yeezy's porn station for Scheissefeld. Scheissefeld.
Ma, you told me you didn't share me television, right?
I'm just throwing out opportunity.
Pooping on a
Amber,
glass
I'll
table.
take 10%.
I mean, she's already good for taking a dump on bed. Why not on a glass table?
I am just not into bodily fluid. Today, Todd already mentioned this. The Fall Guy is out, and guess what? It's got a 90% Rotten Tomato. So, this is the one we also talked about. I think either last week or the week before. They set the record for like longest twirling rollover jump or whatever.
And I had heard today that that's not the take they used.
Oh,
that was the last take. They had one more sacrificial vehicle.
And they didn't even bother using that?
Yeah. So it's filmed, and maybe it's in the cutscene, if they do such a thing. But yeah, so that's not the one that they used. Was the 8.5 rolls?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I might see it just for that.
Yeah. And that's based on the TV show from the 80s that Lee Majors starred in, and just a great show.
Rom-com.
Guys, there's a movie called I Saw the TV Glow. It's getting a 91% on the tomato meter. Teenager Owen is just trying to make it through life in the suburbs when his classmate introduces him to a mysterious late-night TV show. A vision of supernatural world beneath their own. In the pale glow of the television, Owen's view of reality begins to crack. It's got Justice Smith, who's been in a lot of stuff. He was in, I think, the last Godzilla movie.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm trying to think. He was in.
He's all right.
He's in a bunch of stuff. But also Fred Durst.
Yeah, Fred Durst. Yeah, is he acting in this or is he directing?
I think so. I don't know.
He did direct a movie back in 2019 called, either way, it's about this guy who's neurodivergent, to say the very least, and it stars John Travolta. It's about this guy who's like an autograph hound, and he's like trying to get autographs for his favorite actor and whatnot. And someone shows him how to download an app that shows him where all the celebrities in Hollywood live, and he shows up at the guy's house, and all this stuff happens, and it's a horror film.
With Travolta?
Travolta playing a guy who's very much on the spectrum, and he's kind of simple-minded.
Demanding getting his autograph.
He's like, he doesn't understand why this guy is being mean to him. I just want an autograph, and he's like, because he's kind of weird. The guy's like, you can't just show up at my house, man. You need to leave, and it's called.
Does he do a good job?
The Fanatic, I think, is what it's called.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And it was. I mean, it just starts to like steamroll from there.
I would have never thought I did it all for the nookie, so you can take that cookie and shove it up your.
Yeah.
Fred Durst from Whoa.
Yeah, that's the same guy. And the thing is, apparently, the movie The Fanatic is based on something that happened to him. He wrote this script based on an event that happened to him when he had a fan who found out where he lived and
stalked him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just the director or if he's acting. I'm not sure what his role is. He just popped up as being attached to the film. So
he's probably a writer or something.
Yeah.
If you've not seen The Fanatic, I just go on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Google and search for John Travolta and Fred Durst. I'm sure it'll pop right up. I have a copy of it on my computer at home if you guys want to watch it.
Nice. These were coming out tomorrow. Sorry, Friday. Dragon Keeper, which is an animated film. It's as ancient China falls under the rule of an evil empire. A fiery young girl rebels alongside a powerful dragon. She embarks on a journey to recover the last remaining dragon egg and save the world. I thought this was interesting. It's got Bill Nighy in it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I bet he plays the old evil guy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And Brendan Coyle, which I recognized, but I couldn't tell you what he's been in.
Jeez, that's neat. Everybody loves dragons, unless they're obliterating your village.
The first movie I saw was Night. Damn bugs.
Oh, that guy's. I think
he was in Shaun of the Dead, and he was also in the first or second of the Underworld movies.
Yeah, with Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah,
that was a great.
Something in the Water also comes out tomorrow. It's an idyllic destination wedding turns into a battle for survival in this emotionally fraught action thriller.
Sharks!
Sharks. It's all about sharks. So it looks like a Jaws ripoff kind of a thing. Maybe some ladies get trapped out in the water. And
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, there you are. I mean, it's a successful.
Hey, I mean, the Meg 2 did really well with people punching a giant shark in the
that's
face.
Jason Statham kicking a giant
shark in the nose. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so good.
I think this one is like a teenage, sort of a modern teenage, what was the one that all the kids were in from?
Sharknado.
No, damn it.
Final Destination?
Nope. This one's called Prom Dates, where it follows best friends Jess and Hannah, who made a pact at 13 to have a perfect senior prom. Despite impending changes that college will bring over the next 4 years, the two are committed to honoring their prom pact. But with only 24 hours left before the big event, everything falls apart when they break up with each other's dates, with their dates. Jess and Hannah are left with only one night to find new dates and
American
live
Pie is
out
probably
their middle school fantasies. Nobody except for Chelsea Handler's in it. That's the only person I recognize.
No thanks.
I was thinking of McLovin. What was the McLovin?
Oh, Superbad.
Superbad.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like that and the one that Marshawn Lynch was in recently.
Which I haven't seen yet. Bottoms.
But they're Bottoms.
Sure,
yeah,
sure,
I feel like they're sort of updating the Superbad type movies. For
The college aged.
Yeah, are these college kids?
well, they're going to senior prom, so
senior
high school
prom.
kids.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't like Chelsea Handler?
I don't find her funny.
Okay. Gotcha.
She's always very like, fuck you kind of attitude towards people. I'm like, you know what?
All right. She does make fun of Vladimir Putin quite a bit, which I kind of enjoy.
Yeah, I don't know. She was also like, I don't know. She just her humor doesn't really resonate with me. She was actually fiance of Joe Coy for a while.
Oh, really?
Those two were going to get married, and at the last second they broke
Called
up.
it off, man.
Yeah, I think Joe dodged a bullet there. Honestly,
I don't know. Coming to Netflix on May 9th is a movie called Mother of the Bride. This has Brooke Shields, Benjamin Bratt, and Miranda Cosgrove, who was part of that whole Nickelodeon thing back in the day, and she's been like one of the Minions movies. She's one of the little girls voicing one of them.
she was also in School of Rock too.
Oh, School of Rock. That's right. She was in School of Rock.
iCarly was the show she was on Nickelodeon.
And Drake and Josh. That's the one I remember her being on. She was a little sister on that.
Was she in any of that new documentary?
I haven't seen the documentary.
They mention her, but she was not in the documentary.
Okay. This is when Lana's daughter Emma returns from a year abroad in London. She drops a bombshell on her mother. She's getting married on an island next month. Things only get worse when Lana discovers that the mystery man who stole her daughter's heart just so happens to be the son of the man who broke hers years ago. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no thanks.
Mamma Mia. Boys.
Wasn't that the storyline of Mamma Mia?
Kinda. I mean, there was three guys in that one. They didn't know who was who, but
they're looking for the. Oh my God!
May 10th, the latest Planet of the Apes is coming out. It's called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This is set several generations in the future, following Caesar's reign, in which apes are the dominant species living harmoniously, and humans have been reduced to living in the shadows. As a new tyrannical ape leader builds his empire, one young ape undertakes a harrowing journey that will cause him to question all that he has known about the past and to make choices that will define a future for apes and humans alike. William H. Macy's in that, and I don't know if he's a friggin' gorilla or an ape or what, or if he's one of the humans.
He's a capable
I'm going to see
actor.
it, so...
You guys, are you up to date on all the Planet of the
I
Apes
just recently watched them because they're now on, I think, on Max.
I watched the one with John Lithgow.
Oh,
Like that was back right where he has Alzheimer's and same Frank.
Oh yeah. That's the first of the
Because
newer
they're
ones.
trying to cure. Yeah, he's the dad.
Yeah.
And he's trying to cure his Alzheimer's.
Is the
They make a
Marky
monkey
Mark
man.
one part of this universe?
No.
That's totally
Yeah,
separate.
yeah.
And separate. That's
Yeah,
that's the Tim Burton one.
Yes,
Okay.
which seems like an odd choice to direct a movie like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one's basically a remake of the original movie, and the one with John Lithgow is kind of a prequel to the original.
Ah,
'Cause it's like how they became the dominant is because there was because he was trying to figure out a way to cure his dad's
Dementia,
dementia and
yeah.
stuff. That thing he was working on was making the primates smarter, but it was also deadly to humans, and it was killing people.
Oh man. Well, at one point, I think I'll just have to watch them all. Just watch them all.
Yeah.
Honestly, I spent a day watching all there's 3 of them.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
And then this would be 4th?
Yeah.
Okay.
oh wow,
Wow. All right.
that's a lot of catching up.
I mean, if you have time on a weekend,
Sure.
you can watch all 3 movies.
All right, and they're worth watching.
I think so. Yeah, I really enjoyed them.
Action-y and all that.
Lots of action, lots of Andy Serkis is fucking great.
No, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Has he gotten a Lifetime Achievement Award yet?
He needs
I mean,
everything.
come on.
He definitely needs-
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the second one. There's a bunch of people that are in it, but they're all playing like various monkeys and apes and stuff.
And I wonder how. I mean, it's all. I bet there's some prosthetics, but it's probably all.
It's all motion capture.
It's motion capture stuff. Yeah.
It's all motion capture. There's not any prosthetics on the monkeys or any of the apes. It's all motion
How do you
capture.
stay in character?
I don't know. Just keep your dirty damn hands off.
Yes.
Also coming out on the 10th is a movie called Tarot. This kind of feels...
Tarot, yeah.
It kind of feels like it's going to be your standard Final Destination. You name
They
it.
opened the door.
Name whatever horror movie,
They
slasher
start playing
movie.
with the devil's card.
Yeah,
bet
when a
there's a
group of
Ouija
friends
movie out there somewhere.
recklessly violates the sacred rule of tarot readings, never use someone else's deck. They unknowingly unleash an unspeakable evil
I
trapped
saw the
within the
trailer
cursed
for it.
cards.
It looks kind of like Final Destination. type of movie.
One by one, they come face to face with the fate and end up in a race against death to escape the future foretold in their readings.
Well, geez, yeah, don't do it, people. Come on.
Yeah. Coming of age movie
touch my
also
dick.
on the 10th
Dick.
called We Grown Now. Takes place in 1992 Chicago as Michael Jordan is solidifying himself as a champion. It's the story of 2 young legends in their own right. As wide-eyed and imaginative best friends, Malik and Eric traverse the city looking to escape the mundaneness of school and the hardships of growing up in public housing. Their unbreakable bond is challenged when tragedy shakes their community just as they're learning to fly. Don't recognize anybody except S. Apatha Merkinson.
Lil Rel is a comedian who's been in quite a few movies.
No, he plays one of the kids.
No, he's an adult.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He's probably gonna play like a dad or whoever the
okay.
bad guy is. Probably.
Yeah. Coming out May 17th, this is a big release. This is If with Maya Rudolph, Christopher Maloney, Ryan Reynolds, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Awkwafina, Steve Carell, and Louis Gossett Jr., the recently deceased Louis Gossett Jr. For writer
Oscar
and
award winner.
director John Krasinski, If is about a girl who discovers...
Krasinski.
Yeah, whatever. Discovers that she can see everyone's imaginary friends and what she does with that superpower as she embarks on a magical adventure to reconnect with forgotten ifs with their kids. So,
I saw the trailer for it. It looks cute. It looks kind of like Drop Dead Fred a little bit because it's a a movie about imaginary friends.
Sure.
Yeah. Here's a movie that we probably didn't need. This one is called The Strangers Chapter 1. If you remember, there was a Strangers movie, The Strangers with Liv Tyler and that guy from also from the Underworld series. I can't remember his name, where 3 people in masks terrorize a young couple in their home. So this is like a prequel to it. After their car breaks down in an eerie small town, a young couple are forced to spend the night in a remote cabin. Panic ensues as they are terrorized by 3 masked strangers who strike with no mercy, seemingly no motive. So if you don't remember that movie, I thought it was kind of fun because they are stupid because they say it was based on a true story, but the true story ended up being when the writer-director of the first one was a kid, somebody was going around doing Ding Dong Ditch, and that's what he based this whole thing. That's the true story. But yeah, I just remember they ran around, and it's people making dumb choices when people are trying to break into their house. Like lock yourself in a room, grab a weapon, and I'm going to go outside and check this out.
I'll do you one better. Never leave home without a weapon.
Yeah,
we live on Earth. What the fuck? Where do you think you are?
Oh my God! On that date, also May 10th, it comes Back to Black, which is an Amy Winehouse biopic.
A documentary or
documentary?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything about that, but people love it.
It's not a documentary; it's a biopic. It's
it is
a drama about her life.
Yeah, who's playing her?
I have no idea who she is, but she kind of looks like her. So yeah.
All right.
Jeez. Yeah, people really like that lady.
Yeah. I'm never a big fan. I don't know much about her.
I couldn't name a single thing.
On May 23rd on Prime Video, there's the Blue Angels documentary, which looks kind of fascinating. We get the Blue Angels here at Seafair every year, and they shoot across the sky and they do tricks and stuff, and everybody's ooh.
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty cool.
And for me, and I know it's loud, disturbing, kind of like fireworks, but this is kind of beating the swords into plowshares thing, because those are weapons of war, right? They're F-18s or whatever, but they're showing us these skills they've earned, and there's no weapons on these weapons anymore. So they're doing it for delight as opposed to destruction.
And there's always the requisite, reporter that has to go up with them every year, and they report on it. They interview everybody, so it's kind of a thing here that happens every year. Right.
One year, I end up buying one of those little handheld scanners, for listening to like cop radio and whatever else. And someone said if you go to the park above I-90 on Mercer Island, you can listen to them communicate with each other while they're doing their show.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Turn left.
They're like. And 3, 2, 1, turn.
Yeah.
That kind of
thing. It's remarkable.
Yeah.
It's remarkable. Because they're moving really fast.
Really fast, and they're like, 36 inches away from each other or something crazy?
Geez.
They're right on top of each other. Like inches of
highway
that close to each other.
The danger zone.
It is.
Well,
why
didn't
don't they give that guy a ride? He's a local, isn't he?
I don't know.
Kenny Loggins? Isn't Kenny Loggins?
Kenny Loggins, I don't think he's local, is he?
Well, he should be. Come on down.
Come on, move here.
I'll get you on the flight.
Come to Renton.
Didn't Sammy Hagar do a song for the Blue Angels at some point, or was that Van Halen that did that?
Oh, you're higher and higher, straight up and flying.
Yeah, that was for the Thunderbirds. I don't know.
No.
The Canadian
version. It was the video had the Blue Angels in it.
Right on. I
don't know.
Van Hagar.
And that
was probably #1 hit, though.
That probably was.
Yeah.
Guys, May 24th, looking forward to this. The Garfield movie is starring Nicholas Hoult, Hannah
Pratt,
Waddingham, Ving Rhames, Samuel L. Jackson, Cecilia Strong, Chris Pratt. He voices
strong, yeah.
Garfield. The world famous Monday hating, lasagna loving indoor cat is about to have a wild outdoor adventure. After an unexpected reunion with his long lost father, scruffy street cat Vic, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, Garfield and his canine friend Odie are forced from their perfectly pampered life into joining Vic in a hilarious high stakes heist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heist.
Yeah. So Samuel L. Jackson is Chris Pratt's dad, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And Garfield.
We'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to pay.
I mean-
I'm not going to shell out cash for that one.
I mean, the last two Garfield movies had
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray as Garfield.
Yeah.
Even with Bill Murray in the helm of that, those movies weren't that good. So.
Yeah.
No, but I bet that check cleared, and he's like, "Thank you, bye-bye."
Yeah. One I may go see on the big screen is Furiosa.
I'm definitely seeing that.
100%.
That's the prequel to the original one. Anna Taylor-Joy plays Furiosa, and Chris Helmsworth is in it. As the world fell, young Furiosa is snatched from the green place of many mothers and falls into the hands of great biker horde led by the warlord Dementus. Just great names,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no,
Sweeping through the wasteland, they come across the Citadel presided over by the immortal Joe. While the two tyrants war for dominance, Furiosa must survive many trials as she puts together the means to find her way home.
Yeah, because they've got water.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Joe has the water.
This Joe, yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Who's Toe Cutter, yeah.
They
Oh, it's
must
so
get
good.
somebody younger to play
I would
him.
think,
Man,
yeah,
unless,
it's
I
me.
don't know.
It's all motion capture.
Helmsworth.
It's actually Anya Taylor-Joy.
Helmsworth
doing
plays
both.
I think he plays Dementus.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that who you're talking about?
No, we're talking about Joe.
Because Joe's in Fury Road.
Yeah.
He's the guy who loses the ladies. And
He's the guy with the breathing mask,
Yeah.
and he's impregnated all the
swords.
girls.
I thought that was the
now Chris is playing his
Enemy.
antagonist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chris. Yeah, we're bros.
Coming to Netflix is a movie called Atlas. Atlas Shepard, played by Jennifer Lopez, because I think she's got a deal with Netflix, right? She's got to put out something. A brilliant but misanthropic data analyst with a deep distrust of artificial intelligence joins a mission to capture a renegade robot with whom she shares a mysterious past. But when plans go awry, her only hope of saving the future of humanity from AI is to trust it. Kind of has a feeling of
What a
that
twist.
The Creator that we watched.
geez.
That wasn't very good.
No.
But I mean,
Yeah, kinda. Yeah,
the
kinda.
last Jennifer Lopez movie, I think, was called The Mother on Netflix. Was not very good.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in anything in a long time.
No, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
There is a great, fantastic meme right now of the picture of what's her husband, Ben Affleck, and he's kind of doing his sleepy head, and the thought bubble is the puppet from South Park, the Jennifer Lopez puppet. So he's dreaming of Jennifer Lopez puppet, which I thought was great. Coming out also that day is Ezra, which has a whole bunch of people. Rainn Wilson, Robert De Niro, Bobby Cannavale, Whoopi Goldberg, Tony Goldwyn, all these people.
What?
Max Brandel, a once successful late-night comedy writer turned less successful stand-up comedian who struggles through the failure of his career and marriage. After moving in with his father, Max and his ex-wife Jenna remain at odds on how to best raise their autistic son Ezra. So, I mean, there's Rose Byrne and Rainn Wilson. I mean, there's a ton of people in that.
Yeah.
So,
And Bobby Cannavale?
yeah.
Yeah, that guy's...
He's great.
He's been around forever.
Yeah. Repairs Tony Goldwyn and Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, geez, so I wonder if Rose Byrne and Rainn are the couple.
I don't know. And then Robert De Niro, I'm assuming he's probably the father character, but
Yeah, geez, I wonder how they're going to portray the non-typical kid Ezra.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Robot Dreams, animated, follows a character named Dog, who lives in Manhattan and one day, tired of being alone, decides to build himself a robot, a companion. The friendship blossoms until they become inseparable to the rhythm of the 80s New York City. One summer night, Dog, with great sadness, is forced to abandon Robot at the beach. Will they ever meet again? I don't know.
It's just heartbreak.
And then this should be a good one, I hope. Jim Henson, Idea Man, coming to Disney Plus.
It's a documentary.
Yeah,
about
it's
him.
featuring interviews with his family and his frequent collaborators.
Jeez. And Frank Oz.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Frank Oz is definitely in it.
Maybe
I
so.
saw the clip from it. It had
right on.
Frank Oz. It has his kids.
Is he still around?
Frank Oz? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are there's a lot of independent movies, but I mean we could talk for 4 hours on movies coming out, but those seem like the big releases that are
Yeah,
coming
any of
out.
those
here.
anybody's looking forward to?
Definitely the Furiosa one.
no, me too.
That might be the only one that I'm like
I guess.
itching to see.
And I'll
The rest
watch
I'll
for a little bit
wait.
of this movie because I've got Netflix.
Netflix, so yeah, I'll wait. And
And
the
it's
Atlas.
sci-fi, and I do like sci-fi, especially
Yeah.
for free. I guess it's not free. I'm paying for Netflix. But
Yeah, everything else. I mean, the Blue Angels I'll probably watch because that's on Prime.
yeah, no, are you still going to theater? You still going to movie theater?
Yeah. I'm planning on going to see the Fall Guy tomorrow.
No, right on.
I
There you
should
go.
take the kid to Fall Guy tomorrow. That may be
It's
kind of.
got Emily Blunt.
Just as an aside, the wife, because she was part of this team at PACCAR that did something. PACCAR owns a friggin' yacht. They may own a couple of yachts. I'm not really sure,
Just
but they
one.
have a company friggin' yacht. And because she participated in this thing and made it brilliant and all this stuff, this whole team of people gets to go have dinner on the yacht. They get to sail around Puget Sound on this
Oh,
yacht. I'm like,
geez.
oh, what should I wear? And she's like, oh no, it's just for the work people.
wow,
Family's not
man.
invited. And I looked at my daughter, and we both looked at her. It's like, what the hell, man? I need Instacred, right?
Yes.
I need pictures on the yacht. So we don't get to go. So I'm going to do something
Can she
fun
bring
with
your
the
phone and then
kid. A cardboard
bring a
cutout
cardboard
of me.
cutout? I don't think it's a great idea. Or an action figure. Dude who's hanging out by giant cups of wine.
Man.
Well, I hope the food's good for
I
her.
hope so,
Yeah.
too.
Can she bring you a doggy bag at least?
Nah, it's okay. I'm good.
So sad.
That's okay. Do you guys want to give out a little advice?
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Nerds. I'm a 26-year-old female and work in a professional office. It's a large office, open floor environment, and for the most part, everyone gets along. At least once a week, a bunch of us go for a, quote, happy hour, and everyone is invited. There is one coworker, though, I wish wouldn't go. I think she badly wants to be friends with me, but I can't stand her. I know she follows different political and religious philosophies than me, and I can get past that. I don't wear mine on my sleeve. She's just really annoying. I'm not sure, but maybe she doesn't have a lot of friends. She's always asking me to stuff on the weekends, just the two of us, dinners, drinks, bike riding, gyms, movies, you name it.
man.
I don't think she's got a romantic idea about me, as she's talked about only boyfriends in the past. I keep saying no. She keeps trying. How do I let her down as a friend easy? How do I guess, let her down easy as a friend? So she doesn't want to be friends with her, but
But
this
she does want to be me.
lady,
because she has to
but
see
yeah.
her. So does that mean she's also going out to the
to the happy hour
The happy
thing.
hour
That's
stuff,
what
I
I'm.
was-
That's what I'm in.
Just sitting-
tuning from.
My question
What are
is,
you going to have?
is she a contemporary or is she like a boss? Or is she an underling?
Doesn't say. It just says coworker.
Okay, so if she's just a coworker, I mean, you gotta just tell her up front.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not interested in being friends. Just tell her straight up.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick about it, but don't hem and haw around it.
Yeah. Because that would just make it worse, right? It's like a Band-Aid fast or Band-Aid slow, right? Because either you're just going to ignore this person over and over and over.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should figure out why it is you don't like her. I mean, honestly, and figure out what it is about her that bothers you so much. and just maybe see if there's anything you can work on.
Right.
You know, I mean, if it's politics, I mean, yeah, I get that. There's a lot of people that I really don't talk to anymore because of their beliefs are kind of out there. But it's like I don't need that in my life. But yeah, just don't be a jerk about it. But don't have and haw about it. Say, look, I'm not interested, and stop asking.
Yeah, I mean, just hey, I don't have a lot of time for new friends.
Yeah, I'm just not interested in making new friends.
I'm just not interested in making new friends right now.
And then start palling around with the Latka Gravis of the office. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think Todd is 1,000% correct.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Be honest.
don't be a dick about it, but don't don't make excuses. Just say, look, I'm not interested in really being friends.
Because that would just be weirdly passive aggressive if you don't.
Yeah. And if you keep turning her down, it sounds like you've been doing that, and this person is not getting the hint. So it sounds like you just have to be clear.
You have to be straightforward with her, because I mean, honestly, it sounds like this person might be a little neurodivergent, because we don't really get subtleties. Someone is trying to be nice and give me subtle hints. No, Todd, that's not happening. I'm not going to catch it. I'm not going to get it until you get irritated with me and tell me to fuck off. So, but yeah, if she's not getting it, you have to be straightforward. You have to say, look, I'm not interested in hanging out. I'm not interested in being friends. We're coworkers, and that's it.
Yeah. And don't come up with a whole bunch of different excuses.
Yeah, just be straightforward.
Just be straight.
I'm in a death cult.
The thing is,
I follow the monarch.
the problem with that, though, is that you might say something you think might scare them away, and then as soon as you say it, then they're like, "Oh, me too." Yeah.
I'm in a murder then suicide cult.
Which one? I'm in one too.
No.
The password is Cleaver. So I mean, just you got to bite the bullet and just be honest, and don't go into heavy detail. There's no need to. Just
say I'm not interested. Thanks, but no thanks. Well, I'm just no.
That's right.
Stop asking.
Stop asking, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm actually a reptilian.
Me too.
Yes. Honest, but no reason to be rude, right?
No.
This isn't a bad human being or whatever. It's
No.
And if you're not interested in being friends, just say, I'm not really interested in being friends. Yeah, like Todd said, we're coworkers. What the fuck? We might go to a happy hour once a week or something, but it doesn't mean we're bros.
The other thing you can do, if you don't want to confront her, is you can go to HR. Say, look, this person is harassing me. I want them to stop.
Yeah, I would say after you say to them, directly, politely.
If the direct approach doesn't work, then HR.
Then I would say, because then that's something different. Because you're not relying on these subtle hints like you're talking about. Right? You send words that make sense. And if then your wishes are disregarded, then that is something else.
Yeah, you're right. I think, after you tell them, look, I'm not interested in being friends. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to do anything with you. Work is fine, but beyond that, we're not friends. And if she, doesn't get it or thinks you're a meanie head or whatever and decides to start being a jerk or whatever, that's when you call in the HR lady and say, look, this person's obsessing over me and I don't want to be friends with them. I don't mind working with them, but I just don't want to,
Which is, somebody's right. You know what I mean? You have to be around your coworkers while you're at work, right? But you don't have to, there's no rule saying you have to be around your coworkers not on work hours.
Right,
Right? It's like, I don't know. Yeah, geez. But like Todd said, did try the honest approach first.
Well, boys, sharing is caring. Any new movies, books, restaurants, news articles, anything you guys have come across that you would like to share? Any wank tanks that you've...
I finished watching the Surreal Estate, which is a great show. I'm hopeful. I looked online. It doesn't look like it's ending, so it's got to have another season at some point. and started watching the season 5 of Discovery, Star Trek Discovery, which has been pretty good so
yeah. I've enjoyed that in the past. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
The first couple seasons were kind of rough. It got better
Discovery
after.
the Pike one?
Yes.
No, that's Strange New Worlds.
No, you're right.
Discovery's the one with the
I
one lady.
finished. I'm caught up with Strange New Worlds, but I haven't seen Discovery at all.
I really liked it. Discovery.
The first
Yeah, I
couple
really enjoyed
seasons
it.
were kind of rough because I don't know. I have a problem with subtitled science fiction a lot of times, and the Klingons in Discovery look different from previous
They're
versions.
totally almost a different.
And there's so many prosthetics on their face that you can't understand what they're saying. Even if they're speaking English, you can't understand a fucking word they're saying.
Okay.
But after you get past, I think, season 3, it starts to pick up. It starts to become
You said
better.
you just started 5, so there's 5 seasons? total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Season 3 is when it started getting better. It was a weird kind of like time travel thing happening. And once they got rid of the Klingons, it started getting better.
But they've got a unique ship, a good crew, and one of them was in the original Broadway production of Rent.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
The thing with this ship is it's like a black ops, not black ops, skunk works version of a top secret. Nobody knows what powers the ship except for like the captain.
But it's neat.
And there's
Are they sort of clandestine missions and stuff?
I mean, initially they're trying to figure out how to do the specialized thing that it can do. The ship does. I don't want to give away anything. And then
It involves cats and triples.
It involves like gigantic tardigrades. I'll say that, but alien tardigrades. But if you're not familiar, they're little microscopic animals.
Yeah, one of the super beings of the universe.
Yeah, they can live in space and whatnot. But and there's time travel elements of the show, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's worth watching if you. I think a lot of people didn't care about the Klingons, but that's just something that bothered me. Every time they spoke,
it's an odd accent.
and they only speak Klingon, so there's subtitles, except for when they're around humans. Then they speak English, and even still, you can't
Turn on the
understand.
Universal Translator.
Yeah. Come on.
Well, it's supposed to be years before
Kirk or before
the
next generation. Okay.
So they don't have the universal translator.
So sometime between Kirk and Picard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just finished Shogun, so I'm kind of looking for a solo show that I don't share with the wife, that I just watch myself.
No, it's a good show. I really enjoyed it. It's on its final season.
Oh, okay, so it is ending at 5.
Yeah, it's ending at this one. And there was one episode that was a musical. It was god awful. It wasn't as bad as
It was fun though, and you could tell the cast was having fun with it. So.
At least the people in the show have the ability to sing. It wasn't like watching the Buffy musical, which was just terrible because half the people
musical in the other one.
Half the people in Buffy couldn't sing, so it was got up.
But they had the musical episode on the Pike one.
Yeah.
So that was
maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. I might be thinking of the Strange
one
World.
with the Doctor and Spock.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah. Oh, man. What about you, Mike? Anything new that you...
I watched White Lotus.
Oh, what did you think about that?
Watched it. Well, I thought
The
it
first
was
season?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was well executed TV. I just didn't care for none of the characters that I cared about. Not even a bit.
I think we made it 3 episodes in, maybe, and we're like, it's not. You're like, we'll give it one more episode, and if it catches us, then.
None of them were redeeming people at all. So I was kind of like, meh. And that's fine. But I did get to go to Whistlestop twice in 1 week.
That's pretty sweet, because it was your birthday.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
and I hang out with cool guys who like to eat breakfast. So,
I do like me some breakfast.
Yeah, no, it was nice.
Man.
Oh, also, I just started watching the Dead Boy Detectives on Netflix, which is weird. It's like It's like the Hardy Boys, except for the detectives are both dead. They're both ghosts, and but they do like investigations for other ghosts.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Like who killed me? Figure out who killed me.
The one of the episodes I saw was like this dead girl. Like she had a human friend, and then the human friend went weird and disappeared, and so the detectives find out where this human disappeared to, and then realize that she's been possessed by a demon or something. And they help her get rid of the demon.
It's a drag, man.
Well, ending on something positive here, boys. The winner of our inaugural Gong Show posted something, kind of reposted something that somebody else reposted and somebody else reposted, but whatever. I thought this was kind of interesting. They wrote, I think a lot about we as a culture have turned forever into the only acceptable definition of success. Like if you open a coffee shop and run it for a while and it makes you happy, but then stuff gets too expensive and stressful and you want to do something else, so you close it, it's a failed business. If you write a book or two and then decide you don't actually want to keep doing that, you're a failed writer. If you marry someone and the marriage is good for a while and then stops working and you get divorced, it's called a failed marriage. The only acceptable win condition is you keep doing that thing forever. A friendship that lasts only a few years, but then as time is done and you move on, is considered less valuable or not a, quote, real friendship. A hobby that you do for a while and then are done with is a, quote unquote, phase. Or alternative is a pity that you don't do that thing anymore. A fandom is, quote, dying because people have had a lot of fun with it but are now moving on to other things. I think that I just lost it. I think that something can be good and also end, that thing was still good and it's okay to be sad that it ended too, but the idea that anything that ends is automatically less than this hypothetical eternal state of success, I don't think that it's going to do us any good at all. So it's kind of an interesting take on it, because I've always thought that too.
Flash in the fucking pan.
So who shared that?
The winner of the inaugural Our Town podcast Gong Show, Burgundy, she reposted that from somewhere else. But
well, in my mind, Burgundy came up with it.
Okay,
well,
that's fine too.
Well done.
But yeah, I thought that was an interesting take on things, because I've had several businesses that I've shut down for various reasons, and I've never considered them failed businesses. It was time to stop doing it.
Or move on,
I mean, I've had several really good friends throughout my lifetime, and some of those, that friendship lasted 2 or 3 years, some of them lasted 10 years, and then I've never talked to those guys again. But at the time, I couldn't have imagined my life without that person, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with romantic relationships, right? That's why I collect ex-wives.
In jars. I think that's a very important thing to a perspective. So it's a very valuable and important perspective.
And that's what it all comes down to language, right? It's the language that you use. So don't call it a failed marriage, call it a past marriage or something like that. Yeah, because you still got something out of marriage. Starter marriage.
They love that. Geez. No, I think. And what is at the end of what's the Avengers 2 Ultron?
Oh yeah.
The Vision says something poignant to Ultron, like something isn't beautiful because it lasts.
Right. Yeah,
and he's right.
That's true.
I need to rewatch that movie, because that's like my least favorite Avengers movie.
And that was Spader, right? That did Ultron.
Spader,
All right, folks. Well, we appreciate you being here this week. If you're not a member, go be a member, either at Patreon or at the website, and sign up for the members only section or join Patreon so you can see what we're doing next. We're doing our top 5 bonus round, this week I think we're doing top 5 favorite TV.
I'll drop a sonic hint for one of my top 5 favorite TV dads. Wah 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 wah.
You big dummy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So tune in and find out what other ones Mike can come up with.
And yeah, subscribe if you're young and you don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Subscribe and check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. All right. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you think this episode is worth $1 or $5, the boys would love to have it. Please go to ourtownpod.store for merch or to donate now. For less than a cup of coffee, you can also join the website in the member-only area for exclusive bonus content, blogs, and more. It's just $3 a month or $30 a year. Thank you for listening to this production of Our Town Podcast Extraordinaire.